what's up? It's Three Toe. And we're here with Ace Attorney. This is a game my brother loves, and so I figured I'd give it a shot. Okay, episode 1 to play the first turnabout. Yes, sir. Let's get right into this. My brother loves this game. I played a long time ago, and so I didn't get very far. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But we're gonna see if we have a good time with it now. You know, several years later. But that's the dead person. Damn it! Why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yeah. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Woo! Glad I made it on time. Okay. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I am impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. There we go. That should be better, a little bit with lighting. I just really want to help him. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. You know when they say show don't tell? Anyway. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Dude, you know what he's doing? He's that guy sensei, you know, with the fire of youth. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has an knack for getting himself in trouble. Does he? Oh, my hair's a mess. Anyway, one thing I can't say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. You better. I don't have any water. Well, I kind of have a little water. Okay, 10 a.m. Jenna's coming to town. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I like his beard. That guy's got a good beard. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshake and eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. But I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. Okay. I'm ready to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me what was the cause of death. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Even I know that. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. It's okay, Phoenix. Me too. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. It's rather heavy. Okay. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the record frequently. Okay. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. And you didn't warn him? Oh, he's twitching. That's not good. Mr. Butts, it's not true that the victim had recently dumped you. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were like Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Yeah. I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What is it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what would you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, from Paris on 7/3, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth. Should I... Objection, leading the witness. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? Not cheating? She dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and me and that's right. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do now? Have a monster, honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime. But did he? Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. The day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers to the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Swit to the stand. Oh, he's Mr. Swit. Did you sell newspaper subscriptions? Or you sell newspaper subscriptions? Is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers. Yes. Mr. Swit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account, huh? I was going door to... Oh, this music. Oh, so good. Anyway, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment when I saw her laying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in front and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting around like, wait! No, he said he never went into the apartment. Now, he's saying that her phone wasn't working. Okay, that is a slip. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against anyone like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the victim's phone in the apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Are phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Schwitt used was one of those. Your Honor, I've recorded the blackout for your pursuit. Out from noon to 6 p.m. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. All right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? No one believe I was offensive during this. Okay. Okay, your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in evidence. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness' testimony to the evidence you had. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court records and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. I'm okay. So, time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. was the time of death. Okay, that's the first thing. Because he said 1 p.m. and it was 4 to 5. Yeah, then when the court, okay. Cross-examination, witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry Because he left thinking of it. Okay. Okay, it's right there. 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present him some evidence. Okay. Okay. Present the autopsy. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Ah. He's doing the thing. Your summary directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes say the time of the death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. So all you have to do is point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. Okay, this is cool. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay, do I? Okay. There was a voice saying it was probably television. I do. Okay. E. Yes. Hold it. Right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Oh, well, wait. I remember now. Ms. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These consistent contradictions are harming your credibility. That, you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please. Hearing the time. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Okay, I heard it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Okay. That must have been what I saw. Now find the contradiction. There was a table clock in the apartment. That would be this. But wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? There we go. You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sowit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As when it said, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. Doesn't look like a clock. I submitted. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted as a statue. My apology. I see. So the murder one was the table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. It's a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way you could have known the weapon was a clock. See, I got it. I got it. It was holding it in his hand, yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock. The struck the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sowit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim, the voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what is the meaning of this? This is all just baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never looked. The clock I heard, no, I mean I saw, oh. Shut up, I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her. He should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There is a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sowit heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if simply just try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowit, try to talk your way out of this one. You've got one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? That's what I'm asking. Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it's running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, sends the cross-examination. Come all the way down here, testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You liars are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Was it the batter? Not so fast, Mr. Sawa. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was stolen the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Hard thing out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Self, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Ah, yes! It's the passport. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence. You said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence that the court record that can prove this claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Why? The passport. The passport, of course. The victim had returned home just from abroad the day before the murder. We all know the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Then when it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her head in the apartment, or struck her dead in the apartment, was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Good. Oh. You just had a heart attack? Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. I like this confetti. And with that, this court is adjourned. Oh, that was awesome. That was cool. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. And while he was searching around the place, the victim returned, flustered. Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find, struck her down. Easy as that. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief, I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy is gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner. Movie? My treat? Oh, no. I couldn't. Hey. I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this as a present. Present for me? Wait. Wasn't this evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Didn't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that indeed, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your old friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? That's the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed the clock, it's all. You think so? Pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Ah, I like Larry. I like Larry. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner later? On me. Well, we'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Sure. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about him sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock would soon be at the center of another innocent. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be a promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. What? Okay. Current episode has been added. Yes. All right. For that, we're gonna end off here. Oh, that is the right time. I was like, is my game? No. Anyway, we're gonna end off here. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna definitely have to keep playing this. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching this episode of Ace Attorney, and hopefully we'll be here to see many more. All right. See ya. Peace.